I asked you last weekend about the conversations you guys might have with Burrows as far as usage for the rest of the season. Have you guys had those conversations yet with him yet?
Yeah, we've talked to him. It's fluid, as it's going to be with a lot of guys. There's no hard stop on numbers. I think the goal is a full major league season. So trying to find a way to fulfill through the end of September and adjust and monitor innings as we go, which may vary start by start.
How's he been on the feedback side? Just a kid in his situation, he's probably really happy to be logging innings in the major leagues. Has he been open with how he's feeling on everything?
Yeah, he's been very open. He's very driven. Likes to push himself, and he's a competitor. We've talked about that. He's like a silent assassin out there. He's you're not going to hear much from him. I'm sure you guys see that when you're in the clubhouse, but he's very competitive, very driven, and really he loves to be out there and pitch.
What else does he need to improve on? What are some of the things you've been working with him on? Just being like, this is what you need to be doing to take the next step in your career.
Yeah, he's shown that. Just continuing to hone in on his arsenal, dominate the strike zone. Feel like at times when the zone has eluded him a little bit, and he hasn't really struggled with walks per se, but falling behind guys, and then it might be one pitch here or there. It's just continuing to work on that consistency and continue to allow his pitches to continue to develop.
Saw Bubba a couple days ago, or yesterday, throw a couple right-on-right changeups. Obviously, Mike's done that a lot this year, and Paul can seemingly throw anything to anyone, anytime. Is there something about those same-hand changeup matchups that, these young guys who are coming through, that's something that might be worth exploring?
Yeah. It's been a good pitch. Burrows' changeup is really good. Matson can use his to same side. I think it does throw hitters off at times because you don't see it that often. And I thought that might have been the best pitch that Bubba threw last night. After I think it was Arcia hit the double off of him and then comes up the next time and is able to punch him with the same side changeup. It was such a good pitch, and it can be really effective when located and thrown in the right spot.
When you have a guy like Henry catching Ashcraft and Chandler back to back, how much do you have to kind of take into account that he's handling a lot of heat?
Well, I don't know if you talked to Henry, but he said his finger was hurting yesterday when I think almost every fastball was 97 and up, and with Bubba hitting triple digits multiple times, that is a lot of heat, and it's really good. He's had rapport with those guys, has caught them before, and to be able to be back there, and he did a real nice job with both of them last night.
Do you have to take that into consideration when you're making the lineup like that? Okay, he's catching these two guys. I'm not sure if we're going to have them for the next day.
Oh man, no, I don't know about that, because either way, well, either him or Joey is probably going to have a sore hand after catching those guys, but that's a good problem to have.
Well, last night, a lot of extra base hits, a couple home runs. Anything with the team and taking that forward for today?
Just continuing that approach. I think that something that is stuck out is been more consistent with that approach and trying to pass the baton, so to speak, and continue to lengthen it out. We've done a nice job. I think that the Tiger series last month really stands out with Flaherty and Mize, and really able to not going up there to drive the pitch count up, going up there to have good at bats. And when we get a pitch to attacking it and trying to move it forward and drive it gap to gap. So really not going out there to take and try to drive the pitch count up, but going up there with the intent to have good at bats. And last night I thought we consistently did that throughout the night.
I spoke to Tommy back on Wednesday, and he said he was trying to have a role where he's telling guys like how to just be a better hitter, like overall, drive pitch counts up and just finding your right pitch. Have you seen him take that role as sort of a leader in the clubhouse in terms of helping batters just get a bit better every day?
Yeah, he really has, and in the hitters meetings as well, and then he shows it out on the field. We've talked a lot about that this year with Tommy and how the start of the season didn't go as great as he would have hoped. He never stopped working. He never stopped, talking about those things and showing it himself and finding a way to, lead in that regard on the offensive side. And guys have learned from that, and they've learned defensively too. I mean, Canario, the other day, I guess, in the day game against Toronto, on the bench, didn't start, goes into play, defense late, and ends up making a huge play in that game. And he's continued to work through all of it. Really cool to see him have the moment last night where got a pitch he could handle and hit a home run. Because he's continued to work through all of the ups and downs throughout the season.
I don't know if anybody's asked you, I came in a little bit late, but O'Neal doing his rehab assignment in Altoona. Is there a hope that that's just a 1 or 2 game thing, or will he need something beyond that?
Yeah, we're gonna take it game by game and see how he's responding. Seemed to be doing really well here the last few days, and got cleared to start a rehab assignment. So yes, hopefully it's on the shorter end, but just taking it day by day just to make sure that he's in a good spot.